What's going on, guys? Rajsuthan here. Welcome back to another new video. And this video we're going to be coding something very cool. And actually it's been so much of a while. I've actually didn't do CSS for a while and HTML CSS for a while. I was focusing on Python scripts and stuff. So now I just wanted to bring a simple tutorial where you can sort of create a clean sort of a course card design, to be fair. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So it basically has just a section for the heading, and then also details, and also if you can take this project to the next level by playing some animations, playing some progress driven animations, so you can do more of it. So that's what we're gonna do. Very cool little fun little project. So anyway, let's get started. So before that, I want to say basically this design is actually inspired by Florin Pop. So he has a blog post, also he has a YouTube channel, you can check it out. And also it's one of the project in the 100 days project challenge that he did. So he actually has 100 project. I'll leave in the description. So this is one of them. I don't know which one. This one, Coast Guard UI 094. This is one of the projects. So he has a lot of projects. You can just get try, and some of them also has the links where he actually shows you how to do it in a blog post, not in a video, just written format, written like in a typed way, so you actually can grasp knowledge. So the one I didn't have, so I just wanted to do one and just help one, and it's definitely worth to check it out. And when I get started, I want to say go check out my YouTube channel. I'm posting very daily uploads, and also be sure to check out my JavaScript dope project. It basically takes you from building a clock and then ends you up building a real world project where you work with local storage and stuff. So not actually a great real world project, but something that you can go from a beginner to intermediate level, and I will definitely say you guys to check it out. Alright guys, so until then, let's get started. And I have my basic VS Code opened up, and I have index.html, style.css, and I have the code this side as well. In order to just give I don't miss anything, because some classes are a bit of difference in these words. So that's what I want to do. I want to break this up and show you guys how this basically works. Okay, let me generate a basic boilerplate, and this I'm just gonna call this coast guard design. Okay, I'm gonna call this coast guard design. You can feel free to call it anything you want. All right, and then what I want to do, now we're gonna basically have a big div, and inside the whole div, I'm just referring to the code right there so I don't miss anything. And inside the whole div, we're gonna have all the stuff. Okay, so if you want to make changes for the whole div, then you can. So I'm gonna say dot, and I'm using Emmet plugin, so I'm gonna say coast info. All right, sorry, it's info. All right, it's info. Okay, and inside this is the whole main div, and inside this we're gonna have some couple of divs as well. And now what we're gonna have the with a class of coast. Okay, and explain why we actually separate this and go. Okay, now we have a divider class of coast, and also now in that coast what we're gonna do is that, let me get my brave. Okay, so what we're gonna do, that's the coast, and inside that we're gonna have one div which contains of the coast info. I mean the coast preview, which is this one, and the coast info, this one. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna have more divs as well. And I want to say coast, and now what I want to say coast preview. Okay, I'm gonna say coast preview. And now you can just give your own classes and format it in a way as much as you want. It's completely free for you to meddle with it. Okay, now you want to say course preview, and inside this you want to have a h6 or even a paragraph. So he has an h6. I'm going with that view, and I have a course there. Okay, just a heading. And then what I want an h2, so that you saw a bigger text right there saying the JavaScript this one. So that's what we're going to type out. So we're going to say JavaScript fundamentals. Okay, I want to say JavaScript fundamental. Come on, keyboard. Okay, fundamentals. Okay, so that's where we go. And now that div is done, and we also need to have a tag, which we're going to be putting a link to it. So and that a tag will, sorry, why is caps lock on? Okay. All right, so in this what we want to pass a because we don't have any links or a hashtag, and I want to say view all chapters. That's what. Now if you want to change this code, you can just add a new element to it, a new page, and then link it up here, so it will definitely work. And view all chapters, and inside that I also want a favicon, but yeah, that looks cool. No, I don't need. Yeah, but then his original file had a favicon. I'm not gonna have a favicon. Let me just disconnect that, and some sort of an error showing my display. All right, So that should work. All right, so now what we want to do, we seriously don't need a favicon. And now that's just that for that, I guess. And now just exit out of the div, and as I said, we're going to create the second div with the info. So we're going to say course info, and let's put the course info, and inside that we're going to have a couple of divs and spans. So inside the first div we're going to have a div called progress counter. Okay, it's contain, sorry. Okay, so we're gonna have a div called progress container, and inside this we basically gonna have called progress, a div called progress. Okay, so I think why we have a progress container right here is that we can have a width to it, and then we can just give it the full div, and then we can have text align center, so the texts are gonna be inside the particular div itself. All right, so then you don't really need to use flex or anything to actually get rid of that. So just just having a div and a text align center will just center the element. All right, so this is CSS going on. All right, so that should be good. And now we also want to have a span tag, so let's put the span, and for this I'm going to give a class. Okay, so we want to create a class of progress text. All right, and so inside the progress text, inside the span, we're going to put some numbers. Numbers meaning numbers here. So 6 and 1, and just say challenges okay, and that should work. So what this progress div is, guys, it's empty. It's because we're gonna put this sort of a CSS called progress effect. So that's what we're gonna do in CSS itself, just putting some rectangle and filling thing up like that. It's pretty easy. All right, so that's just it for the whole div itself, the course info itself. And now for the main div, which is the course info itself, this one, the progress counter. And now we have to have this div, because I'm sort of confused with that. All right, so this div. And now after we finish this course info div, what we want to do, and we want to go inside this one. Okay, and now we want to have some stuff, which now in this I'm going to have what does that anyway have. So we're going to have something called chapter 4, and then we also have a h2 or h3, and then we also have a button. Okay, so that's what we're going to have here. So now we want to say h6 for a smaller letter, and we want to say chapter 2. All right, and that's for chapter 2, and also in h1 for the big letter, and you want to call that let's just copy it from there itself. Okay, so all right, so that should work. All right, and now we also need a button. I want to say button, and a class of btn would work, because that's the only button we have. But if you're having tons of a big project, just don't name it btn. Maybe just for a similar btn, you can have the class of btn, just a tip. All right, and then you just want to say continue. All right, that's just it for HTML, and we hopefully that should be it for the HTML. Let's take a look and see. Let's see, open from live server, port started. Why is it opening up here anyway? It's fine. Let me just get rid of Google, have it in the Chrome Brave itself. All right, that should work. And now this is the HTML that we have right now. So that's what we're going to use CSS to basically customize it. And now we're going to have for the fun part, which is CSS. So I'm going to link my file. All right, I'm going to call this styler.css, which I've actually created, which is also empty, and we can get started. So I'm going to just grab my CSS file here as well, because I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. And the font this is using is called Muli. I don't know whether I installed that font, but let's see what we can do. Okay, now in the first line of code, obviously we want to change some stuff universally, and that's obviously box sizing is the border box. That's what we need. And also font family, we want to simply say Muli. So I think I downloaded this, I'm not sure, but which is a sans serif type of a font. Sorry guys. Okay, now that's done, and now we want to have some styling for a body. Okay, and now what we want to do, we want to have it a background, so you guys can see that blue color background right over there. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to say background. I'm going to have a background image, Okay, and I'm gonna give it the linear gradient because you can't just say background. You can say, but it's sort of tough. This is a cool thing they can do. So just say background image and say linear gradient, and now we're gonna put a linear gradient. So I wanna say degrees first, 45 degrees, which is gonna be something like, I don't know how can I say that anyway. So sort of a not the half of 90, something like that. It's gonna turn like that. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so which you can't anyway see the difference to it because these are just the same colors. So the this area is actually basically the darker one, that's the lighter one, so something like that, as I told before. All right, so now what we want to do, we want to put the hashtag, and I'm gonna copy the okay, let me just copy the oh, what could I call? Okay, let me just copy the code values. Okay, so this is going to give you a number. So I'm going to say hashtag, and now I'm going to say 71. Sorry, what am I doing? 7175D8. Okay, that's the color that we have. Okay, and then the other color is sort of bit light version of that, but just the same as that. So again, you're going to put the hashtag hex values, and it's going to be 9790F2, which is also something like a line color. Now if you basically take a look there we go, you see something like that. That's what we want. All right, so that's just done. And now what we want, I added the font family there, so you don't need it. And I want to say display them flex. Okay, now I'll actually show you guys what we have to do. We want to say display them flex. So what will happen inside this, basically we display this flex, so everything is not connected, everything is flexed down to a row, sorry, to a column. And now what we want to say, as I said, we want to align some stuff. So I want to say alignment in center, and also justify content center, and also flex direction is column. Okay, now once you add the CSS, there we go. That's what you see, we basically centered it, and we say text align column. Now if you want it to be the other way around, so you can say row, and it's just going to be something flex direction. Okay, it's column, but should be working, I don't know. But yeah, if you want this to be stretched, you just can't say text column row, reverse text column, something like that. I guess I don't know why it's not working right there, but yeah, it's fine. All right, okay, so once that's done, we want to just specify a min height to it. Okay, and that's 100 vh. All right, and also a margin if you want to change it in the first place, if you want to come back and change it. Sorry guys, why is that there? Or if you margin want to change it, so it's always 0. All right, so that's there, it's all centered up and looking pretty nice. And now we want to move for the codes part. So let me get my code right there. Pretty much, yeah. All right, so now I want to basically get the code part, the codes part. So I'm just having my CSS there, so then I actually don't forget. I don't want to waste time just just checking for errors. So I want to say dot coast, and we're going to give it the background color, and basically the white background you saw right there. So we're going to create this part right now. Okay, I mean the whole part itself, and then give this a different color, something like that. All right, so now I want to say background color, and the background color is going to be white. So I'm going to say FFF, and now we want to give a border radius for that smooth little nice little turn. So I'm going to say it's going to be 10 pixels. We also need some box shadow, so let me put my box shadow, and let's go 0, 10 pixels, and 10 pixels, so it's going to be up and down. Okay, and now I'm going to give it a color, which is obviously the black one, RGBA. We're going to use an RGBA, and then we're going to put 0, 0, 0, and then it's going to be 0.2. Okay, that's what we want. Now if you take a look, looks pretty nice. All right, so this is what we have for now, but we have the box shadow, and once we actually align this and flex this up, it should work well. All right guys, so for now we have this, and now display flex, and yeah, and now you want to say display is equals to flex. As I said, we have to flex it up, and now you want to say max width to it, okay, which is 100%, and I think it is, I guess so, should work. Yeah, max width 100% is right. And then you want to have a margin of 20 pixels for all the elements in the divs we contain inside the particular course. And then what we need to have, once the margin is actually done, we actually have overflow hidden. All right, so I want to say just hidden over there. And now at last I want to have a width which is going to be 700 pixels. And now if we actually take a look, there we go, we just have it. So we just display flexed it up, and we actually give it some margin. We add a 20 pixel margin to it, and it looks okay for now. It's just looking the same as that, but we'll actually work with it. Once you expand the text and once you do it, it's automatically going to get filled up. Okay, so that's how CSS work. And now I want to say course, and now that's done. I want to be grabbing some of the text and just customizing the text itself. All right, so I want to say course h6. Okay, I want to get the course h6, and then I want to pass some properties. So opacity obviously should be a bit low, because if you have seen that it's not pure white itself, or it's a bit lower the opacity. It's opacity 0.6, and then sorry guys, margin just let it 0. If you want to change it up, change it later, then we can just come and just change it like that. So the letter spacing should be 1 pixels. All right, and then we're gonna have a text transform of uppercase. All right, so that's what we're gonna be having. And now if you take a look at that, it should probably work. All right, so it's pretty much working. I don't know, just a minute. All right guys, so now as it's working, I want to move for the next one, which is dot course, and I want to say h2. all right, and inside this I'm going to say we're going to have a letter spacing. Okay, and inside the letter spacing we're going to be having 1 pixel that we had before. Looks so nice, it gives an effect. So I'm going to say margin, and top and bottom I'm going to have 10 pixels and 0 for the left and right, so you can see it like that. If you take a look, so that's how it is. Pretty nice and pretty cool. All right, now I want to get the course, and I want to get the course preview. Okay, and what this is actually, I can show you guys right there. Course preview is this one, just this one. So once we added the styling for the course info and course itself, now we're going to go for the particular divs itself. So now is where we're going to be adding unique classes and unique colors for both of them, separate them like that. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So in the style of CSS, I want to have course preview, and I want to have a background color of that dark blue, sort of dark blue. So when I say 2A26 5F, I guess, yeah, 5F. Okay, for the dark blue color. And if you take a look, that's what do we have. And also want to change the text color itself, but yeah, so when I say text color itself, FFFF, so we have the white color, and if you take a look, it's white right now. And now what you also need to have some padding, which is padding is 30 pixels. All right, and now you also need some max width, and which is also 250 pixels. And if you take a look right there, now it's pretty nice and cool, and it actually fits, and it's pretty much working. So what could I do in this? Yeah, that's pretty much the same. All right, so yeah, we'll do it. Let's get the code and see. All right, so now that's done for that. And now we want to get the course preview A. That's what I was taking a look at, this one right there, link. All right, so we want that to be a simple normal text, but still be a link. So when I say course preview, the same thing, I'm going to get the A tag inside that. Okay, and I'm going to specify a color for it, which is going to be white. Okay, so that wheat is also a color, by the way, sort of off-white. And then what we need to have is, okay, display, we want to say inline block. Okay, and now we want to see, we're going to give it a small font size is 20 pixels. Sorry, I think it's 12 pixels. Let's see, 12 pixels. All right, and now I give it a font size of 12 pixels, and also opacity, and I want to say opacity of 0.6. all right, for this as well. And then we want to say margin top. We'll give it a margin top, all right, and inside the margin top we're going to be basically having so we're going to have margin top, and inside the margin top we're going to basically have what could we have, 30 pixels. Okay, so that's what we want, 30 pixels. And also we need text decoration, and the text decoration is going to be none. All right, not style, actually text decoration itself none. Now if you take a look, it's just looking as a normal text itself. Okay, that's what we want. And the next thing I want to move is for the course info. So I'll show you guys which div is that. Sorry, course info. All right, if you take a look at right there, course info, right, this one. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be particularly getting the individual divs itself right now. Okay, and now we have course info, and that doesn't need a background color because it's anyway white, so that's just enough. And we're going to have a padding, and it's going to be 30 pixels. Okay, 30 pixels. All right, so now, and we want to position this relative. Okay, and also you also want to have the width of 100%. Sorry, it should work right now. If you see that, that's it's working. So that's what we want. You know, we can get it padding position relative, and its width is actually 100%. Okay, now it's fine. And now what we want to do, yeah, I'll just get it back here. I'll show you how to do it. So the other one we want to do, the last CSS, not the last CSS, sorry, the last for the course itself. No, I think it's done. Just for that, it's enough. Okay, now I want to say progress counter. Okay, it's container, sorry, and we're gonna specify some width to it now. Okay, so progress container. Did I spell it right? Progress container. Let me just copy that and paste it here, because sometimes I normally have this sort of a spelling mistakes. So progress container, and I'm gonna say, as I said, we're gonna have width to it, and width is gonna be 150 pixels, and I want to position this absolute, not relative, absolute. Okay, now if you take a look, okay, yeah, it's top right there. Okay, so we're gonna position this absolute, and now what we want to do, we said container, and I want to say top 30 pixels. I'm going to say text align, and I want to say text align is equals to right, aligned in the right, and I also want to specify every we did. All right, so now if you take a look, it's pretty much there, it's working. Okay, all right, so we want to move for the next one, which is, wait, if I just comment this out, all right, should be right there. I don't know what's usually goes in for error usually gives. I think by the other classes what we added is going to be fine. Okay, so now the next class is the progress itself. Okay, I'm just going to say progress. Come on. Okay, I want to get the progress, and inside this I want to specify a background color, and this background color is going to be white again. Okay, so once it's white again, and then we're going to have a border radius. Okay, and the border radius is going to be 3 pixels, and then we're going to have a height to it, which is 5 pixels. Okay, and then at last obviously width of 100%. And if you take a look, there we go, it's working, it's pretty much fine, the progress itself. So now what we want to do is that I think D is the color to, let me just put it to D. I think it's D because, okay, so it's sort of a dark gray, not pure white. All right, so now progress actually done. Now what I actually want to do, I want to check it for after. So once the progress is sort of clicked to something, so basically to give the other element the blue color, just in terms of the progress itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say dot progress. Okay, and just progress. Okay, and inside the progress I want to say after. Okay, now you should know this probably in CSS if you're working. So in after, and I'm going to say border radius, which is going to be the same thing of 3 pixels as we gave before, because both have to match. Then yeah, all right, so just say background, and the same dark blue background, sort of a purple background, and then sorry guys, and then we also need a content, which is going to be nothing. All right, so for now it's nothing. All right, and now we have to position this absolute. Okay, we want to position this absolute, and now we also want to say top 0 because it's positioned absolute, and also want to say left is 0, and now sorry, and I also want to specify a height to it, and this height is basically going to be 5 pixels, and at last we have a width to it which is 66 pixels. So what this does is basically, guys, 66% of the whole progress is going to be this class, which having a background of a different background and the content being nothing, position absolute, and that's what it's going to be right there. All right, so that's what we keep okay. So I hope you get the logic inside that. So if I just get rid of the background, I can give any backgrounds, it's not there. So basically we're going to see 66% of the main progress bar itself. We're gonna add all these classes. So that's what we have, work with that. Okay, and you want to also customize the text of it. You want to say progress, and we say progress text. And now inside this I want to have a font size. Okay, and the font size is actually going to be 10 pixels. And then I want to say opacity, and opacity is 0.6. And then I want to say letter spacing, and the letter spacing could be 1 pixel. All right, so that's what we need for now, and it should probably work right now. Okay, so there we go. It's pretty nice and it's pretty working. So we're still on the process and we're still doing it. Progress text, and if I take a look, progress text, yeah, it's working. All right, so that's what we want. And now we also need to customize our btn, which is the button. And wait, what's here there? Letter spacing, sort of an error right there, I don't know. But for now, let's add the button and see. Okay, so I'm gonna say .btn, and the btn I'm gonna say is background and the same color. All right, and I want to say border is equals to 0, so it's all for the button itself. And I say border radius is 50 pixels, and then we're gonna have a box shadow which is gonna be 0, 10 pixels, and a RGBA, and I think it's RGBA, and it's gonna be 0, 0, 0, 0.2. all right, so that should do. And now we want to have a font size, and the font size is going to be 16 pixels. All right, so that should do also. And also we want to have some padding, okay, just to make sure it looks nice and aligned nice. 25 pixels. All right, so that's what we want. And now we also want to position this absolute, okay, absolute, okay. And I want to say bottom of 30 pixels and right of 30 pixels and a letter spacing of 1 pixel. Now if you take a look at this right now, it is pretty much working. So the error, what's the error we see is that it's not aligned in the center, and certainly are not aligned in the center, and we have some effect. Okay, so what's the error itself? You want to see that? Let me just guess it. Well, this thing I basically changed in the CSS is that I simply got the whole just imported this from Google Maps and just gave it a font of Muley, a sans serif. So that's what it did, and also just a font itself. But the only issue is that it's not being centered. I actually don't know what's the error right there. Maybe not even my index or HTML. I'm not pretty sure I made any error, but let me just take it out. I gave a course container, course info. Okay, so we have an error here. Okay, wait, where is it? Okay, so what this is, it's not actually course info, it's actually course container. Okay, that's the problem right there. All right, so now if you just save it up and see, now it's centered because we actually gave a course container. Where is it? Where is course container? And the container did have some settings. Okay, so course info. Now if I just take this back to, it's gonna work. It's not gonna work fine. So before it was actually centered, but I actually had the class to it wrong. So it's actually course container. And now your style should work. And at last also imported this URL from Google APIs and also linked it to from family Millie. So that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, little tutorial, just looking just same as that. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel. There's so many videos coming out. This wasn't the best video out there for CSS, but something just we can get something that's pretty clean, I would say. So that's been it for the video. And if you have any comments or if you have any doubts in the video, just comment down below. Actually, be sure to check it out. And also check out my JavaScript project build series, where you can actually build eight projects. I will actually take you from being a beginner to an intermediate level programmer in JavaScript, and you also grab the basics of JavaScript in that project. Okay guys, that's been it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you love it, share if you love it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.